Hello, this is Ebonygeek. You're always welcome to join me in expanding your knowledge base. Comments are always welcome, and please subscribe. Okay, so I'm starting back again. I want you to ignore this part. This part has nothing to do with this circuit, right? This is quite a simple circuit. What it is this is measuring capacitor values. So I'm getting ready to solder it. This circuit is going to wind up being on this little proto board here. I plan on putting some other things on the proto board. I'm going to start this like in the middle. I was really trying to figure out what kind of format that I wanted for this. That's what I was trying to decide. I'm going to start with the little header pin because this is what the capacitor is going to sit in. And it's going to have a positive and a negative side, and that's how it's going to measure it. I'm going to get a bit of tape. It's just masking tape. And you got your part right there. And you want to kind of like tape it on there. Now you don't have to do this with all the parts, but this one is so small and you can't really leverage it that well. So see, it's kind of sandwiched up in there, and when you turn it over, the leaves are sticking up. That's all I need for now. I mean, with an IC you'll be able to, you know, like work a little quicker with it. Now remember, if you leaving this on your board, I would say more than 5 seconds, you left it on too long. You don't want to do that. You don't want to damage the components. It really only takes a few seconds. Get your solder ready. Okay. You touch the pad and the component tip. Then bring your solder over. Okay. So it really should go fast. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There is no bridge. Okay, now you can see it. There's no bridge. It's tight to the board. You don't see no gap there. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, now you can see it. Camera is not all that great, but as you can see, it's shiny. You're looking for something that's shiny and with a good connection, and that's pretty good. Now when you get into electronics, a lot of these components is very small. You don't want to get intimidated by that, and practice makes perfect. You've already saw us do this one or me do that one, so I'm gonna start with the resistor. You're just gonna work with it. So yeah, I think that's good. That one turned out great. Let's try to do another great one. That one, I don't know. Not sure. But that's what we have for now. I want to try to do something else with this. Okay, I think that one better. Okay. So, we getting there. We're going to cut off these leads. We now got the resistors on here. So, Just take these cutters and cut off the leads. No, my big hands is in the way. They're not as sharp as they should be. Rule of thumb is these leads you don't really want to throw away. Although I have a different way of doing things with them. You have these leads, right? In essence, what you could do is you could actually make your bridges with them. And when I say bridges, that's what connects one component to another one. With that said, I'm going to make the point when you're connecting your components to the other, because we're going to have to do that for this top one. This top one is going to be here about. It'll connect this to this. Then we will bring it down to kind of like connect it from here to here. Technically speaking, what we could do, and if you will picture it under here, right? You put your lead under there, right? Well, you don't put your lead under there, but I'm just trying to show you what I'm doing here. So, if you first clean your tip, okay, and when you put some solder on your tip, it's not to bring solder over to a lead, it's to actually kind of like prime it for heat transference. So in any case, so I put a dab over there for heat transfer. Now I'm going to bring it right under here, let it heat up, and then put some more solder on here to tin that, right? So we tint the tip of that. Tint it again a little bit. Okay. I'll let it cool, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, okay, it's cool. I'm going to turn it around. Now I'm going to tint the other side. Okay. And there's a reason for this. I got a lot of techniques. It's just that when you be away from what you're doing, you forget your techniques. But I kind of pick them back up as I go. So we let that cool. So what we did was we tinned both sides of these leads, right? So technically, if I can get the lead back up. What we're trying to do right now is make a track. Okay. We want to make a track from we're going to do a diagonal. We want to do it from here to here, right? So what we'll do is we're going to tin our tip again and get it ready. And what we're going to do is we're going to reheat this and let it reflow onto the tin, onto the lead here. Okay. Pretty simple, huh? Let it cool. That's good. That's not going nowhere. I really need my tweezers because that was kind of hot. Here's a tip for you. I got some problems over there, right? What we'll do is we'll take a stranded wire, like so. It's stranded. We're gonna place it on a not so tidy spot. Gonna heat it, let it wick it up, bring it out. See how that cleaned up? Right here as well. Let it wick it up. You just heating it up, letting it wick. Reheat it, pull it off, and it pulls out the extra solder. I don't know if you can see it very well, because what the stranded wire is doing is it's wicking in the extra solder. Now if it's thick, you're gonna heat it a little bit and let it pull up. Okay. This isn't the greatest solder job, but it's not horribly bad yet. So we're gonna just cut the last part of that off. That's in essence a homemade trace. See, let's do a little bit more cleanup. Don't know how that got messed up right there. Okay, see how it just melted through there? Pulling up all that extra. Here we go. That is how I got it. It's nice and sturdy. Those wires don't seem like they're going anywhere, and it can now plug in and take the place of these wires. I'm Ebonygeek, and I hope that the information provided has been helpful to you. Please remember to subscribe. Happy building and happy coding.